My cleaning lady just arrived. So good morning, guys. It's one of those moments where I realized that I had the microphone and I was walking around the house. I was just thinking that if we were all in the same room, it would be such an awesome yoga class. There's the person who shouts at me, "Good morning." There's the other person who's always cursing at the TV because the video is always buffering. There's that amazing person who's bursting into song during yoga postures spontaneously. There's all the dogs, all the cats, all the kids, all the Lego. So yeah, I'm just really loving this amazing community that we're all turning to this space and creating resource and creating support for each other and for ourselves. Yeah, great, guys. How wonderful. So come onto your mat and let's start and move. So great. So standing to the front of your mat and then just standing tall, your feet are hip distance apart, and then begin to roll down along your spine. And as you roll down, just landing all the way down, and then slowly rolling back up. And reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. And then slowly rolling down again, all the way down. Just listening in, hearing in. And then slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. And then slowly rolling down. And when you're all the way down, just pause there. Hands on the floor, bend your knees. And just ease into a little bit of a deeper knee bending, hip wiggling, spine connecting here. Now, what are the movement possibilities as you rest forward here? And that's not how far can I get my head to the floor, which is just a stupid idea, really. You know what I mean? It's more like, can I be here and can I move? And if you can't, then you've gone too far. So reverse backwards a little bit and see if you can move there. Like, oh yes, much easier. Nice. And then step your right foot back and just pausing there, just leaning into that back leg, let it be long. And then stepping back, plank pose. And then knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your fingers wide, rising up. And then slowly rolling down. Bring your hands to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. And just find your length. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling. And then bend your knee and stay in the shape of the downward dog. So don't move your body forward. Stay in the shape of the downward dog and draw your knee towards your belly. So I'm still in my downward dog shape, and only thing that's changed is my right leg. And then stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Stay in your downward dog shape. Don't rock your weight forward. Bend your knee and draw your knee towards your belly. Nice, one more time. Stretch your leg up and back. And then draw your knee towards your belly. Super. Bring that right knee now forward and then drop it to the floor between your two hands and end up in zigzag. So zigzag is where my right knee is forward, my left knee is bent, and my two legs are in a zigzag with each other. And then rock onto your bum, bring your knees up, and then drop your knees to the left. Rock onto your bum, knees go up, and then drop down towards the right. Bring both hands to the floor, bring both knees back into your cat pose, and then squeeze your shoulders backwards, and push your shoulders forward. And again, really find the end of your range, the strength range. So where is the strongest push of you? Where is the strongest pull of you? How do you push? How do you pull? Push and pull. And then I've been thinking a lot about how to do the same thing with our pelvis and our lower back. So I kind of came up with an idea. So rounding your lower back. And then arching your lower back. Nice. Rounding your lower back and arching your lower back. So this time when you're arching, Your toes are tucked under, your toes are standing. Lift your knees off the floor and just pause there. So you're in an arching back, your knees are just hovering off the floor. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor, round your lower back. Lift your knees 1 inch off the floor. And drop your knees down, arching. Lift your knees. Drop them down, rounding. Lift your knees and drop them down. So the next movement is really hard, actually on your shoulders. So if you have anything going on with your shoulders, be careful with this. And stay at the level of that if that feels strong enough. Or lift your knees off the floor and round and arch. Knees are floating, rounding and arching. One more time. Rounding and arching. Great. Drop your knees to the floor, sit your bum back. Stretch out through your arms, walk your fingers forward. And just lengthen into your armpits. Nice. Hands under your shoulders, push back into your downward dog. And then step your right foot forward between your two hands. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rise up and reach up. And just bend your front knee a little bit more. And then straighten your front leg just a little bit. Bend your front knee a little bit more. And then straighten. One more time and sink into it. Bend your knee and just find the full expression of your version of this posture. Nice. Turn your chest towards the left. Drop your arms down. Straighten your front leg. You're looking down along the right arm. Bend your front knee. Straighten it a little bit. Bend your front knee. Straighten it a little bit. One more time. Bend your front knee and then really strong into your arms, long into both legs. Super. Drop both hands down. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long. And step it all the way back into a lunge. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor. Lower your belly all the way down. Fingers are wide. And rise, lifting up through your chest. Lowering down, hands to the floor, push back. And from here, stretch back into your downward dog, lengthening back. And then draw your left knee forward between your two hands so that your left knee is in zigzag forward. And then your right knee is bent. And you're just in this zigzag thing. Lift your knees up, sitting on your bum. Drop your knees down towards the right. Lift your knees up, sitting on your bum. And drop your knees down towards the left. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your downward dog. Oh, we forgot that other movement. So stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling. And then staying in your downward dog, draw your left knee to your belly. Stretch your left foot up and back. And then bring your left knee to your belly. One more time. Left foot up and back. Left knee to your belly. And then step forward with your left foot so that it's between your two hands. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Rising up, reach up towards the ceiling. So bend the front knee, stretch long into the back leg, and then ease out of it. Bend the front knee, stretch long into the back leg, reach into your fingers, ease out of it. It's like you extend or make the pose really big for one deep push, and then you soften. It's like a jellyfish. And one more time, and then hold it. Reaching, lengthening, bending. Nice. Tuck your chin in, drop your arms down so your arms are wide. And then kind of soften your arms, straighten your front leg, and then deepen into it by stretching into your arms, bend your front knee more. Soften like a jellyfish. And then reach. One more time, soften. And bend your knee, reach, and really deepen into the full of this posture. whatever version of that you're doing. You know, it's like, it's amazing how really, if we were all in the same room, it would be awesome. How incredibly, vibrantly different we would all be, which is just amazing. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor and step forward to the front of your mat. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, bring your palms together. Bending your elbows, bending your knees all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Drop your back knee to the floor. And bring both hands to your front knee and rise up. And then reach your fingers up towards the ceiling. So reverse backwards just a little bit. And then lean into your hip and look upwards. Nice. Soften everything. Reverse backwards. And then lean into your hip and look upwards. One more time. Reverse. And then find your expression. Leaning into it, reaching up. Feeling the whole of you. Nice. Lower your hands down. Step back into your plank. Drop your knees to the floor. So from here, draw your right knee to your right shoulder and look at your right knee. So you're like, oh, there's my right knee. Stretch your right leg long and then bring your straight right leg over towards the left-hand side of your mat, off your mat, and look over your shoulder on the left. And your right foot. Nice. And draw your right knee to your right shoulder. And then stretch your right leg to the outside. So you're looking over your shoulder to your left side and you can see your right foot over there. One more time. Draw it up. And then hop it over, stretch it long. Nice. Both knees to the floor. Other side. Draw your left knee to your left shoulder. Look at it. And then hop your left foot over. So it's on the outside of your right side and you're looking over your shoulder to see it. Nice. Left knee, left shoulder. Look at it. And then left leg all the way over and see it over there on the right hand side. Nice. One more time. Up, touch. And then all the way back. Touch. Nice. Both knees to the floor. Push back, downward dog. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. And then using your hands and feet, walk forward to the front of your mat. Nice. And then walk backwards. Those of you who attend Zoom classes or real classes way back, way when, you know that I like crawling forward and backwards a lot. So we're going to look again, walking forwards to the front of your mat. When you're all the way forward, slowly rolling up, reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Last of these, bend your elbows, come all the way down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, stretch your left leg long behind you, drop your left knee to the floor. Bring both hands to your left knee, reverse, and then reach both hands up towards the ceiling. Lean into your posture, reaching up, looking up, and then reverse outwards and really take the bow out of you. And so as you express your body, don't go too far. Why would you do that? I was talking to somebody yesterday about, we have limits and respect our limits. Our limits expand sometimes, but if you override your limits, you get overwhelmed. Just feel that. Really value your limits and grow within them and then let that expand. Nice. Great. Bring our hands forward. Bring both knees back. From here, bring your hands one handprint forward. Rock your bum back. And lean forward. Rock your bum back. And lean forward. Nice. And again, rock your bum back. And lean forward with your hips. Super cool. Come sit on your mat with your legs long in front of you. We did a lot of kneeling there, so let's just rub our knees. We have thanks for your awesome knees. Thank you, knees. Down into your calves, and then down into your feet. And then bring your hands to your lower back and just rub your lower back. Rub the sides of your hips. Oh, rub your belly. Sides of your hips. And then your lower back. Nice. And then whoosh from your lower back, whoosh down your legs as far as your toes. And then coming back and whoosh down your legs, down to your toes. And again, whoosh down your legs and to your toes. And then bring your hands to your front of your thighs and like push like you're squeezing something out of your legs. And again, push like you're squeezing something out of your legs. How cool. Roll into your belly, big circle into your belly. Circling. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. So, soles of your feet together, your knees are apart. Sitting up tall, find your length. Find the sense of strength in your belly. And then reach both hands straight forward in front of you. And then reach slowly your hands upwards. And as your arms go upwards, you'll feel like all kinds of things have to work hard to reach your arms upwards. And then lower your hands down. Nice. So keep your hands forward in front of you. Make fists out of your hands. Make your forearms strong. So my forearms are now strong and it's like I'm squeezing something. Lift your right foot up and then turn your right leg so your knee lands where your foot was. So now we're kind of in a zigzag. Nice. And then if you need to bring your left hand to the floor for the next bit, do. And bring your right knee on top of your left knee. Use your hands if you need to, or hold on to this thing that you're holding onto with your fists. Nice. And then turn your foot so it's all the way out. Or your knee so it's all the way out, sorry. Your soles of your feet are together. Great. Other side. Turn the left knee in. Sitting up tall. And then bring the left knee on top of the right. Again, you can use your hands if you want to, or for me, I push a bit stronger with that right hand forward and it balances me. Nice. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. One more time. Bring your right knee in and then bring your right knee on top of the other one. Push a bit harder with the left hand, left fist forward. Forearms are strong, sitting up tall as you can. A bit squishy here. And then soles of your feet together. And again, left knee in, and then left knee on top of the right. Stronger in the right arm. That's what, it's the wrapping of our fascia. It's these spirals we create that create balance and strength and connectivity in our body. And then back to center. Nice. So from here, we're going to twist. So bring your feet a little bit forward because you've slowly rocked your feet a little bit forward. And then lift your right foot up. And then swing your right foot over towards the left. And then bring your right hand behind you and bring your left arm to the top of your right knee and twist towards the right. So my bum is in the air because if I bring it down, it feels like I'm really just working a bit too hard. So my bum is in the air. It's a loose sense of a twisting pose. I'm not being really rigid with my knees. I'm just like twisting towards the right and just feeling how my body expresses that this morning. Because if I force my hip down, oh, why would I do that? I think that's one of the things that I'm hearing the most in the texts that I receive is that people are really working out what strength means to them. You know, somebody commented, on the thing that I said, strength is your greatest strength, your softness, or people are understanding that it's there, truly, it's your expression of this posture that we're looking for. Right, soles of your feet together. Last thing, swing your left foot all the way around the corner as far as it goes. Bring your left hand behind you, right arm to your knee. You can bend your elbow if you wish, or your arm is straight. Just look over towards the left. So what is your version of this today? Is one of your legs straight? Are you twisting less? Is your arm in a different direction? It's like all the flowers in my garden are all so different. I don't want them to be the same. Same thing with all my yogis. I want you all expressing your inherent beauty and your inherent body. And how do we discover that or unravel that? And in exhale, we did one layer, and now this is another layer. It's not separate. It's like now with force, now with momentum, now with strength. How do I still stay connected? Coming all the way back, stretch your legs out long. And just hands on your shins and just lift one side of your bum, lift the other side. Lift one side of your bum. It's like you're walking your hips a little bit from side to side. Good job. So you can either bend your knees and come into a child's pose, or if you're doing this at night, guys, you can just lie on your back and stay there. So those of you who are doing this at night, or even those of you who are doing it this morning, Saturday morning, you can come into your resting on the floor and just stay there for like 5 minutes. Wouldn't that be amazing? Totally indulgent to take 5 minutes and just rest. So whatever you are doing, whether it be child's pose, lying on your back, whether it be you're doing it in the morning with me now, or you're doing it in the evening, pause and just feel this you of this moment. You know, turning up and listening is an amazing thing. Somebody was saying, so there's loads of people coming up behind us. There's loads of people who will see this next week, this video, or maybe next year. And somebody was saying that I got a text yesterday to say that she'd done day 1 and day 2 of Strong, and that it just felt so wonderful to have someone or some place to turn to at this time of transition and change. So yeah, so I'm so grateful for this place as well. So thanks, guys. So if you're lying on the floor and it's in the evening, then stay there. Otherwise, just begin to move. Find how you awaken, arise. I love really circling into my spine like a skipping rope, or downward dogs, or cat poses. Nice. And then slowly, whatever you do. Nice, guys. Yeah, let the adventure continue. So be awesome. Be kind. We're all in this together. And I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Bye.